Hey guys, Rallin here, just bringing a quick video on the release of the information about 3.0 in Path of Exile. I have to say it looks pretty intense. I'm going to play the trailer really quick and then we will discuss all the information that they've given us since it's a lot of information and we'll go from there. So here we go. Let me turn that off. And so let's see. Return to Oriath. Quite the army there. Okay, there's Act 5. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty long, but wow. Then it goes on to show us that there's going to be a new setting for Rayclast. Act 6. Well, that's strange. I thought there was only going to be one new act. Act 7. Act 8. Act 9. And Act 10. So not just one new act, but 6 new acts. Slay the gods and claim their powers. I wonder what that's going to be about. Six new acts, a single playthrough. That is correct, guys. A single playthrough. So let me bring my camera back up here. So yeah, that being said, there's now going to be a total of 10 acts. There's no longer just acts 1 through 4 and what we thought was going to be act 5. And they're not removing one difficulty, they're actually removing the difficulty system altogether. So that means you will start level 1, act 1, like you did in the Twilight Strand as usual, and you will progress all the way from act 1 through the acts to act 10, and once you finish with act 10 is when you start mapping. So now it's just a single playthrough, which I think is amazing. I hated having to every league just constantly go through and having to play 3 times through the entire game. So I think this is absolutely amazing. That is awesome. As you see, let's see, look from right here. One of the things I did notice is there's a new UI as well. They're changing the whole UI, the borders, the icons, everything, which I think looks pretty cool. Looks pretty clean. I think it looks like a pretty good upgrade. Then you have this guy. Looks like something out of Saw. He has hands nailed to his head and all sorts of other things. And then you have, I'm guessing, one of the gods is what it looks like to me. I think he looks pretty cool. I wonder if we'll get an armor set like an MTX that looks something like that. See, and then here it's talking about the gods are rising. That's pretty interesting. I wonder if that is a NPC or a player character, because that looks like pretty cool armor. Yeah, I don't even know where to go with that one. That's probably the new either Rayclast or Act 1 area. See, and then talks about Act 6 now. And each one, from what I understand, each of the new acts are supposed to be kind of a re-envisioning of the first 4 acts. And then obviously you have 1 or 2 new ones because there's 6 new acts altogether. Then here it talks about claiming the powers of the gods. So what is this? It says Soul of Arakalai. 5% reduced damage taken from damage over time, 25% increased recovery of life, and energy shield if you've stopped taking damage over time recently. And it tells you just to defeat the goddess and what it unlocks. Defeat Nar, and it unlocks, additional things. So I think that's pretty cool. There's another one there. While stationary, gain 1% additional physical damage reduction each second, up to a maximum of 8%. And then you can get life regeneration as well. That's a pretty cool image. I think, yeah, it's the background for this new The Pantheon. Talks about skills, items, and improvements. Obviously, they haven't released anything just yet. It says there that they will be releasing more information about this over time. And then here's the current timeline as it talks about what they're planning on doing. Today was the Fall of Oriath announcement. In a couple days, they are going to be talking about 2.6. March 3rd, the Legacy League starts. Late April to early May, the Fall of Oriath beta begins, and then around June or July is when we should expect to see 3.0 to be finally released. So I think that's pretty awesome. They gave us a lot of information, and there's still more information to come. And just to kind of go over what we've talked about, I think the fact that it's now going to be just a single playthrough. You go from Act 1 to Act 10. Now, the one thing that I'm curious to see is how are the labyrinths going to work? And the extra skill points, because, we played through 3 times, you get extra skill points for doing certain quests and bandits, etc. So I'm interested to see how they're going to re-envision that so that we can still get those points and still do Uber Lab all 4 times to get the 8 points. So it's very interesting to say. The game looks like it's going to almost completely change. It's going to be a brand new game, and a lot of stuff is going to be overhauled, and I think that's pretty amazing. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave your comments below, and please like, follow, share, do everything you need to, or want to. You don't need to do any of that. So just, yeah, comment below and let me know your thoughts on 3.0 and what you think so far. So catch you guys soon, and take care, guys, and I'll see you soon.